Hi everyone, this is my review of the Freewrites, a new device by Astrohaus. Let me start by telling you that I'm from the Netherlands. English is not my first language, but I'll do my best to make myself understandable. So let's do the unboxing first, and meanwhile I'll explain to you what the Freewrite is in case you haven't heard about it. It's a distraction-free typewriter, a smart typewriter as they're calling it, and its main purpose is to give you a distraction-free writing experience. Okay, so in the box we have another box. It's looking nice so far. Okay, so inside the box, let's see, we have what I think is a USB cable. That's right. It's USB-C, and at this moment you can only use this for charging purposes. And here we have the Freewrite itself. It feels very nice. And of course it looks very nice. Okay, so let's have a look at the hardware of this beautiful device. First of all, sadly my Freewrite came with a small malfunction. As you can see on the right side of the screen there are some stripes that are not supposed to be there. It looks very annoying. Well, that's clearly a defect, and I've notified Astrohaus about it, and well, thank God we have a warranty for that, and this unit will be repaired or replaced, whichever it may be. But for now we can use this for the review, so just don't mind the stripes, they're not supposed to be there. Here on the left side we have the power switch, and I press this once. You can see the backlighting of the screen turns on automatically. At this time, sadly, it's not possible to switch off the backlighting, which is, well, I have to say quite annoying, but Astrohaus has already promised that in a future update it will become possible to turn off the backlight. So here we have the screen. Let me zoom in on that. It's an e-ink screen, and that's, in my humble opinion, the most beautiful part of the Freewrite, because it will enable you to work outside in bright daylight without a huge strain on your eyes, because as we all know, if you're using a laptop with an LCD screen and the sun is shining, it's virtually impossible to read what you're doing. Then we have the keyboard, of course a very important part when you're writing. And when you're used to writing on a laptop, you'll know that a laptop has these very flimsy plastic keys onto an even flimsier rubber membrane. There's hardly any physical feedback, and for some reason typing on this keyboard is, well, it's sort of addictive. It reminds me of electronic typewriters from the 1980s. Perhaps a Commodore 64 comes to mind. Every single key has its own spring mechanism, and they're supposed to last for millions of keystrokes per key, so that should be enough for writing as many novels as you could possibly write. The beauty, of course, from writing on a device like this is that you cannot go on the internet. There's absolutely no distraction whatsoever. There will be no pop-ups, no apps that require your attention. You can't go on Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media, which of course, well, is something that will easily distract you when you're working on your laptop. As you can see on the right side, there's a Wi-Fi switch, and you might wonder, what the heck would I do with a Wi-Fi switch if I cannot go on the internet? You can go on the internet, but the Freewrite can, and it needs this connection to synchronize everything you write with your Postbox account. And your Postbox account, in turn, can be synchronized with a cloud service of your own choosing. Dropbox comes to mind. I hope one day OneDrive will be included. and then basically everything you write on your Freewrite will be synchronized immediately to your online account, and that is where you can find all your documents. Astrohaus has promised that it will be possible to work offline as well. In that case, you would need to connect your Freewrite with a USB cable to your laptop or your computer, and you can copy your documents from this device to your laptop. Unfortunately, at this moment it's not possible yet, but that's something that I'm very sure will come in a future update. On the left side there's the folder switch, and you can use up to 3 folders. Of course, you can divide them as you please. For instance, folder A can be used for drafts or quick notes. Folder B can be used for a manuscript. Folder C can be used for a personal journal. Whichever you prefer, it's your own freedom, your own creativity. In my Postbox account there are several settings to be made. Well, here we have the cloud syncing, which is now set to Evernote. We can also pick Google or Dropbox, and like I said, I'm hoping for OneNote because I use that very much. Then over here we have the device settings. For instance, you can change the font size. Standard is medium. I've set it to small right now, and when I go to the screen you can see that it is quite small. And I can set my preferred language. I write in English and I also write in Dutch. There are certain hotkeys, shortcuts you might say, to get into several functions of the Freewrite software. And for most of them you will be using the special key, the new key, Send, Shift, and those combined with perhaps some other keys. Let's look at some examples. For instance, pressing New and Page Down together will let you cycle through documents in your folder, and you can choose which document you'll be working on. Then we have New and Z, which makes up for undo, and New and Y make up for redo. And another interesting one is New Shift B. This brings up a very interesting information screen. For instance, this will show you the firmware version, latest update, MAC address is here. It will show you the remaining storage space, state of the battery, etc., etc. Press New, Shift B again, and it's gone. Hardware-wise, the Freewrite is absolutely beautiful. The lightweight aluminum housing looks very nice, very retro. The keyboard is as high quality as it can get. The e-ink screen, well, the lines on the right side, they are a bit worrying to me, but I'm sure that will be resolved. So all in all, the hardware looks very, very nice. The software is a thing in the making, I would say. It's still a very early version that is running on it right now, but the Freewrite is capable of over-the-air updates, and Astrohaus has promised that updates will be in the making. And of course we're all hoping that the options of deleting documents will be there, as well as retrieving documents from the USB port on the back side, so that we can actually work offline as was promised. Okay, so after the unboxing and initial setup and just trying things out, I have been working on the Freewrite last night for about an hour and a half. Well, my opinion is that this is a beautiful device. It's truly distraction free, and the keyboard is, well, I would almost say hypnotizing. It's very enjoyable to work on, and it actually does make you feel more productive. Of course, I have to figure things out. The software will be updated, will be developing more and more, so more things will come. But for now, I have to say it's a beautiful device, yes.